Well, it was stormy weather for both parties as they kicked off their parties' conventions in Tampa and Charlotte. But the heat is on for both Republicans and Democrats locally as they fight for their candidates. CCN's Nuno went to the DNC viewing party this past week and talked to a local conservative to see how both parties reacted to their party's presidential nominees.
Madam Chairwoman, delegates, I accept your nomination for President of the United States.
President Barack Obama received roaring applause at the DNC this past Thursday after accepting the nomination for a second term in office. Local supporters came out to the Pasadena United Democratic headquarters for a viewing party and a chance to support their candidate. Registered voter Anthony Reyes says Obama's message of unity and hope is the message this country needs.
I think he reassured us today that the hope is very much alive, and we will continue, we will move forward.
He has brought an end to the war, plus the fact that the one thing that has really eluded this country for so long to all people is the health care plan.
When Mitt Romney accepted his party's nomination 2 weeks ago, Republicans around the country and in Pasadena also celebrated their candidate. Financial expert Harris Hall says he's tired of Obama's empty promises and is looking forward to seeing Romney in office.
He made a lot of promises 4 years ago, and he doesn't want to talk about those, and the economy's not doing well. He doesn't want to talk about that, so it's difficult, I think. A difficult situation for him.
I think it's not progressing because we don't have a Congress that's willing to work with our president.
But his promises gave way to disappointment and division. This isn't something we have to accept. Now is the moment when we can do something, and with your help, we will do something.
You need someone with executive spirit, somebody who's run something. I mean, Obama's never run a popsicle stand. Okay, Romney has run a state, he's run a large business, he's run the Olympics. Not only has he run all these things, he's run them successfully.
In Pasadena, Nuno, CCN.
Yep, the heat is on. And not only will we keep you up to date with how the national elections affect local residents, we'll bring you in-depth reports on local candidates and ballot propositions as we head into election season. Well, now here's a snapshot of some other stories right here in the San Gabriel Valley. First, Los Angeles County Sheriff's officials suspect a 29-year-old Hispanic man of sexually assaulting a 14-year-old boy. Herbert Daniel Ortiz is accused of having sex with the boy while he was the coach of the Bad News Panthers Children's Wrestling Club. Ortiz has been a coach there since 2010. Ortiz allegedly struck up a friendship with the boy. Police say the victim's mother saw a video on YouTube of an alleged previous victim and asked her son about it. He confirmed the alleged abuse, and she immediately reported it to police. The alleged crimes happened in El Monte, Rosemead, and Baldwin Park. Herbert Daniel Ortiz, also known as Herbert Monroy Ortiz, is 5 feet 8 inches tall and weighs 160 pounds. His last known residence was in Baldwin Park. Police say he's hiding from authorities and that there may be more victims. Investigators are asking anyone with information about the case to call LA County Sheriff's Special Victims Bureau at 877-710-LASD or 5273, or you can send an email to specialvictimsbureau@lasd.org. Police say anyone who sees Ortiz should call 911 immediately. Well, LA County Sheriff's deputies are also on the hunt for a jail escapee who shot at officers during a stop. Darnell Washington escaped from the San Bernardino County Jail on August 28th with the help of his wife, Tanya Washington. Shortly before 9 a.m. on Sunday, September 2nd, an LA County Sheriff's deputy stopped a vehicle. Darnell allegedly emerged from the rear of the vehicle, and he and the deputy shot at each other. The deputy was wounded. The Washingtons fled the scene after carjacking a vehicle they later abandoned in the city of Southgate. There, they carjacked another vehicle, a 1996 Plymouth Grand Voyager. The vehicle is light blue and has a California license plate number of 3PHK484. Both suspects are still on the run, and police consider them armed and dangerous. LA County Sheriff's detectives are looking for any possible witnesses or victims to come forward. If you have any information about the case, you can contact Sergeant Shoemaker or Detective Alvarado at the LA County Sheriff's Bureau at 323-890-5500. Well, a bear forced the closure of lanes on the 210 freeway this past weekend, but there are more planned closures coming this week because of constructions for the Metro Gold Line Bridge. Both directions of the 210 eastbound between Rosemead Boulevard and Santa Anita Avenue and westbound between Santa Anita Avenue and Baldwin Avenue will be closed from 10 p.m. and reopened by 5 a.m. through Thursday, with ramps closing by 9 p.m. Although officials suggest drivers avoid the area and allow extra time, detour routes will be in place along Colorado Boulevard and Foothill Boulevard in Arcadia. For more information on the closures, go to foothillextension.org or call the project hotline at 855-446-1160. Allegations of misconduct have created tensions between some community leaders and the Pasadena Police Chief. Chief Philip Sanchez joins us live to address some of the growing concerns and the changes in the PPD's implementing those changes. That's next on CCN Crown City News. Your news, your neighborhood. We'll be right back.